Michelle. Hello, Michelle. How are you today?
Pretty good, thanks, Brenton. Tell me, have you got a big family?
No, not very big. I have one brother and one sister.
Well, I've got some photos to show you. These are my parents.
So this is your father and your mother?
Yes. They had 4 children, 3 boys. This is them standing with my mum. And a girl, me.
So they have 3 sons and 1 daughter?
Yes. So I have 3 brothers and no sister.
Well, do your brothers have any children?
2 of my brothers are married. This is my older brother and his wife. They have 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. Here they are.
So these are your nephews and your nieces?
Yes. The girls are my nieces and the boys are my nephews. They call me Aunt Michelle.
Do your parents have sisters and brothers?
My mother has 2 brothers and a sister, and my father has 4 brothers and a sister.
So your parents' sisters are your aunts?
And their brothers are my uncles.
And I suppose they have their own children?
Yes, my parents have a lot of nephews and nieces.
And you have a lot of cousins?
Yes. When I was young, I had a lot of cousins to play with.
And what about your parents' parents? Are they still alive?
No. The only grandparent I have is my mother's father, my grandfather. I don't have a grandmother who is alive. Here is my family tree. Here are my 2 sets of grandparents at the top, my 2 grandmothers and my 2 grandfathers. And here are my parents, my mother and my father. They had 4 children, my 3 brothers and me. Here is my brother and his wife. So obviously he is her husband. And here are their children, my nephews and nieces. And my grandparents have a lot of grandchildren, some grandsons and some granddaughters.
You have a big family, Michelle.
Yes, I'm lucky, I think.
What about Sarah in our story? Let's look again at her family and make a small family tree.
Good idea. First, let's look again at the film.
And my husband, Mark.
Hello again. Oh, sorry about my heavy bag.
Just kidding.
But you haven't met my little brother? This is Steve.
So, who is Mark? Let's watch again.
And my husband, Mark.
Mark is Sarah's husband. So, who is Sarah? Sarah is Mark's wife. And who is Steve?
But you haven't met my little brother? This is Steve.
Steve is Sarah's brother. She says he is her little brother. She doesn't mean he is small, she means he is younger than her. If he was older than her, she would call him her big brother. So who is Sarah? Sarah is Steve's sister. What relation is Steve to Sarah's husband, Mark? Steve is Mark's brother-in-law, and Mark is Steve's brother-in-law too. In-law is used to describe relatives through marriage. So Sarah's mother and father are Mark's mother-in-law and father-in-law. There is one other relative at the lunch.
You've met my daughter Louise.
Hello, Louise.
So Louise is Sarah's daughter. And what relation is Sarah to Louise?
Sarah is Louise's mother.
And what relation is Mark to Louise?
Mark is Louise's father.
And what relation is Steve to Louise?
Steve is Louise's uncle.
And what relation is Louise to Steve?
Louise is Steve's niece.
Are we related, Brenton?
No, Michelle, we're not related. We're just friends.
I'm glad.
Me too. And Michelle, that's all we have time for today.
What will we talk about next time?
Well, we'll look at comparing things.
And we'll find out how the lunch goes at Sarah's house.
So for now, we'll say goodbye and leave you with another look at today's episode of Sisters and Brothers. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Here we are.
How much is that?
That will be $17.50. Thanks, love.
Keep the change.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Anne.
Mummy.
Come in, Anne.
What a beautiful house.
It's been a lot of work, but we're getting there. This is the bathroom. This is my daughter's bedroom. And here's the kitchen. Anne's here. You've met my daughter Louise.
Hello, Louise.
I'm helping.
Yes, I see.
And my husband Mark.
Hello again. Oh, sorry about my heavy bag.
Just kidding.
But you haven't met my little brother? This is Steve.
I was going to pick you up this morning. You wouldn't let me.
I'm sorry. I like to find my own way around.
No worries. Maybe another time.
Yes, maybe.
Come on, let's go outside.